Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's very nice to see you back with us for this week's Explore Tulsa.
You know, Trish, the 4th of July is all about celebrating our independence, freedoms that people in other countries only dream of. You know why there's no knock-knock jokes about America?
No, why?
Because freedom rings, Trish.
Oh, brother. We all find different ways to celebrate our freedoms. Stevie tells corny jokes, and Debbie Graham found her independence at the helm of a sailing vessel.
I was not a boater. I'd never been around water as a child, didn't know how to swim. And so there I was on this awesome vacation in the Keys, and the sun's going down, all the boats are just going back and forth. Everyone's crowded around to watch the sun go down. And all of a sudden I see a sailboat, and I'm like all excited. It's like, oh, a sailboat, you know. And I saw what I really needed to see. That whole moment was geared for me to be able to see that sailboat with only one person on board. And with that, I knew I was going to be that person. I was going to be strong. I was going to be independent. I was not going to be scared, and I was going to be free to just make my life whatever, let the wind carry me to wherever. And one thing led to another, and then pretty soon I found my way to Cedarport Marina. It was the first visit I'd ever been to Grand, and walking their sailboat dock. They have a handful of sailboats there. And I found one that I just knew, it was going to be mine. And within a couple of months, I'd bought that boat, and it was the start of the greatest adventure of my life. Little by little, one sail at a time, I'd sail around, I'd get myself back. And so I kicked around several good summers teaching myself how to sail, right out in that big playground just north of the dam there. And that's the same playground right now that I'm able to teach people how to sail. And it's just a great feeling to know that back in the day where I was just a 30-something-year-old trying to figure it out, and now I get to teach people all the time, and that's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. I've been sailing for 20+ years now, the majority right here on the lake. I've had the opportunity for big sailing adventures that all started right here at Grand Lake, and it is the very best place ever for a person to learn how to sail. And the reason is we always have wind. And what we also have is we have all the hills, and those hills create situations. You're either in the shelter of those hills, or you're near a lee shore. So in the lee of the land or on a lee shore. One's good, one's bad. And the other is we have deep coves. So no matter if the wind is north, south, east, or west, there is a cove that the wind is going to funnel through and just be howling through that cove. So you'll just be out sailing, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoo, all this wind, it kind of knocks you over, gets you springing to your feet and grabbing the main sheets and stuff, and that's all fun. And back in the old days, I used to always hear that if you can sail Oklahoma's lakes, that you can sail anywhere, and that is the truth. The only thing we don't have here is 5, 10, 15-foot seas. So with that, at Island Fever, I teach basic on a 27-foot sailboat for basic keelboat, and then we graduate up to coastal cruising and bareboat charter. And a bareboat charter is when you go to the islands, you rent a boat, and you're the captain. You don't hire somebody to sail you around. And sailors are kind of a funny bunch. They are independent and they are free. They want to do things their way, and so the idea of having someone sail you around doesn't appeal to a lot of the mindset of a sailor. I do, kind of gear my advanced class to that experience because that's what the people want, and you can get it. You don't have to go to the coast to get it. Well, people usually really like my story that I was afraid of the water and not a good swimmer, but it actually puts people at ease, being that I'm just a girl. I don't have any crazy strength, but yet I'm able to sail my 34 foot, and chances are I could sail a bigger one by myself and get along just fine. And to me, that's a very empowering feeling. I think that people see that and I'm hoping they can see that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So what I feel now about sailing, with all my adventures, it has been such a huge part of my life. I cannot imagine my life without sailing. I cannot, it means that much to me. But the bigger thing is you learn a lot about yourself on a sailboat. You learn how to be yourself by yourself, and you learn that you're stronger than you think.